Then I make my secondary grips, and I butterfly grip across my, oh, you feel it, it's different now, isn't it?
Yep.
It's different. Then I turn my whole body
Tap.
for the break. Here, this is never gonna happen. Back pressure, down pressure on the toe, it's very important. Block, bite, connect my arms, and then I rotate my entire body, but I turn my back into it. Right, we're talking a very small motion versus that was my back. You feel that? That was my pelvis and my hips and my back just all. It hurt me more than it hurt him. Boom. Did you guys hear that?
I could feel it.
It was like old concrete, like just breaking apart. This is the grip, right? Can you point your toes?
No.
Can you defend this in any sort of way?
No.
So outside heel hooks are probably the easiest to get into and the easiest to defend, right? Super simple, hard to finish, but in this case, once you have the reap, so when I reap, in order to encourage him, I'm gonna use this foot to push on the leg. This pops down, I'm gonna trap his knee. This is a very important detail that the knee is on the inside. Boom.
Yeah.
Pressure on his toes. Connect. My whole body's kind of pointing towards the ceiling, and then it turns. Boom. Right here, but I have to keep it tight. Make sense?
Be careful.
Here, pushing, throw the reap in. One of the common responses is for him to backstep here. So one of our get a step ahead is to hook the back of the far side leg so that he can't backstep. If I fail to do that, it's a fairly easy thing for Chris to backstep and defend, or if he's smart, he'll backstep and he'll kick my elbow off of that heel hook as he goes. So we want to shut that down as best we can. And the sooner we can condition ourselves to hook right here and shut that whole thing down, because if it's here, this foot also is unemployed. It has no job. It might as well have a job, right? And now I can go back and work on my finishing techniques right there. If he starts to backstep and go super slow here, Chris, like he beats me, I can always roll up on my head, sit through and land in the outside ashi here. Not 50-50, outside ashi. I should be, if I can when I land, I want to time it so that this foot is on the top side and I'm here. Now Chris's foot's already bent. The finish feels like you want to rotate back to your back, but that's actually not the finish. I'm going to pull it up in tight and I'm going to lift the hips forward just a little bit, right? So if I go here,
Because I can roll with it, right?
we can roll with it, it's going to create a situation. Instead, I keep weighted and I keep my chest pointing this way. I pull up tension and then I lift my hips and drive forward gently or aggressively, depending on who he is or what he's doing in my home. So the two things we're going to work on here, number one, reap, and I'm already hooking the far side knee to stop the back step. That lets me continue and finish the first submission. If I fail to do that and he hits the back step, I'm just going to go with him and roll, landing in outside ashi, protecting my own foot from getting heel hooked. If I don't do that, he can heel hook me here. Now we're in a shootout, right? He's going to win. He has inside heel hook, I have an outside heel hook. That's way worse. Way, way worse. It's already like, I don't want to be there. Here, protect my foot, trying to heel hook me. Very gentle, very easy finish. Make sense? All right, so now, as soon as Chris feels the reap, he can also sit down, right? There's a bunch of different ways we can get into the honey hole from here. But if he just stops standing, there's like a few things in jiu-jitsu we never really think about, like tripod sweeps, you don't have to fall, you can fall to the opposite side. Single leg X, instead of like allowing people here to like reap you, just sit down. Yeah, like he doesn't need to play the game. He can start entering his own counterattacks and all that stuff from here. So a whole bunch of different things. You're on my, yeah, my toes are.
It's the blonde.
Yeah. So a bunch of different things could happen from single leg X. For like white belts, man, you have an easy straight ankle lock game that comes here, which is probably why people just don't sit single leg X because you're probably going to get foot lock. But he has, if he knows the slicer here, it's far more devastating than whatever I'm going to do to him here. Ha! Okay, so as I push away, I can also throw the reaping bench. Yeah, I don't want you to break. So I can always just step over and throw the reap in on the ground as well here. Again, I'm worried about the knee line clearing. If the knee shoots through the hole here, Chris is out of danger. If the knee line stays in, and I'm not gonna use compressing strength here, I'm not gonna try to pinch my thighs real strong to keep him trapped. I'm trying to find the angle where all of a sudden there's pressure on his leg, and now his leg's trapped. I'm not squeezing any, look, there's nothing here. The pressure is the Z of his knee is the problem. So as I sit up now, I use my belly into the shin. Can you free your leg?
No.
Not a good feeling, right?
No.
Kind of trapped here. Easiest thing in the world for me, get a tap. Super simple. I don't need to, in fact, if I try to heel hook him here, this is what feels, it's not great, but it's not bad for him. It's all. It's super easy. There's a lot of pressure, lateral pressure on his knee here. Very, 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 very dangerous. But I need to stay compressed to him and understand that I'm not pinching with any sort of strength. I'm finding the angle and straightening this leg. That's what puts the pressure on him. Once I straighten the leg, I reach back, hook my elbow pit underneath his ankle, and I just lift gently. And I mean like a little bit. Believe me, I can go.
That pressure is all the way from the knee into my hip.
Yeah, it's like an Americana.
Yeah.
Of his whole lower body. It's absolutely terrifying. So straight ankle lock, I flare, I rotate, and I push my leg straight through. I sit up and I trap the front of his shin with my belly, and I straighten my leg to apply downward pressure on his thigh.
So tight.
Yeah, I'm not squeezing my legs together at all. There's no tension from me here, but it's all in him. Reach back, grab the foot, and just lift. Or use your elbow pit and lift. You can grab his thigh. Many different ways, but be very, very careful. This is a very, very dangerous move. Boom. Here, legs are inside. Push on his chest. Throw the reap in. Straighten my leg and sit up. Reach back. Z-lock. Lock people. I'm in the Z-lock. You can enter it like that. You can enter it however you want. Anytime you can pummel your leg through and then sitting upright with his foot on the outside, you have a Z-lock. This is kind of saddle, but normally this is what we would consider saddle, right? So the leg is on the far side. The Z-lock happens when the leg is on the outside here, right? Completely different attack game. What I'm going to do is attack the secondary foot. If I want to leave this alone, I'm going to keep it trapped. I'm going to take this foot and collect it just like a straight ankle lock, but I'm going to rotate into the Aoki lock instead, right here. So just over grips, his heel is on my nipple, and I'm going to lift and rotate against. So his lower part of his body's, lower part of his leg's twisting this way. The thigh can't move anywhere. Boom, twist it off. What I'm actually aiming to do though is to dive my shoulder to the floor. I'm not going to do that, but you know,
Thank you.
It's unnecessary because you can feel the tension
That's the end.
right here. And it's important though that his toes are on the back of my arm, and my hand is blocking his heel and giving that, so he can't counter. Can you counter rotate here? Careful, careful, careful. Because he still has a Z-lock.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with how you extend and defend out of here, because there's a lot of bad shit that's going to happen.
Yeah.
See, I fall to my shoulder and that leg's going to break.
Yeah.
So be very careful with how you play with this, because the response from your partner, if you just get there and you make that weird eye contact like I got you,
Yeah.
and then he decides he's going to do something crazy, you can't stop it, right? You're going to fall down, you're going to break his leg. So
How do you click that one leg up when, say, in the roll through, like if his foot is, well, before you get there, say you're kind of rolling through, and he's trying to pummel this leg out from under here.
this foot here is monitoring his knee.
The whole time. It started there right from the beginning.
Yeah, like right from the feet. I had this and then I rolled through, and it's still my
And
whole
I
game
can't-
here.
Yeah, I can't get it off.
it's still keeping it straight.
And you're gonna use the back of your foot to suck it in.
Yeah, my arms pulled in, boom,
Yep.
catch it. And it's always gonna land. The reason it's an Aoki lock is because I can't straight ankle lock him, but I can always put the toes of the armpit and the heel in front. Now he can't get that arm back or that foot back, and I twist, boom, twisting his toes towards the floor and the heel straight up for the break. So you can break both the legs. I feel like
At the same time?
all right, let's go.